Hi everyone, I'm Michelangelo. Welcome to my conversations with Blue God, with with Lakshmi. Gold energy is what we're invoking, and so we have a very silly word game here in the last episode, as my hands are being bit. So that means I have to wear gloves if I'm going to continue to do this at night, and face protection and socks instead of just long sleeves and long pants. But I'm gonna keep going, right? You know I will. Spill the beans and clean the seat. OMBG, if it was not because I have complete trust in you and your foreshadowings and your wordplays, I would think that tonight you have lost your mind. So episode 45, Blue God responds. Do you really think that I have not already lost my mind? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, no mind, no mind, no mind necessary here. And the same will be the case for you more and more with time. And I wrote, okay, I'm excited, even though at the moment I really have no clue what you may be referring to. Magic pudding spilled the beans and cleaned the seat. On a different note, what is going on with my meeting of gay men since here in Costa Rica? I am starting to sense a strange pattern since I have been here in this country, whereas especially on this coast, there appear to not be so many opportunities to begin with. I am noticing a sort of teasing game going on. There seems to be a pattern that is emerging. Someone seems to be interested online, but then strangely disappears. What is going on? And so the answer I received, interesting, because I think I was obsessing about this because I just asked about this and I actually got an answer to get over it. But let's see what Blue God answered again, because I obviously didn't get it. And so the answer I got was, all I can say for your pleasure and magical sake is that I cannot say much about this to you at this state of the game, but rest assured, as for the most part you do, that it is all in divine order. It is all in my order. You are observing correctly, but you will have more clarity when it is time. And yes, the entire pattern will also switch once it is activated. This can happen quickly, but it will be dependent on you. And so I answered, can you give me a clue on how I can expedite the process then? Because I am a little frustrated. Even though I trust, I cannot help to sense moments of disappointment and moments of frustration. I am so glad that I am able to catch myself and come back to the middle rather quickly. And so the answer I got was, and yes, you can trust even more. And so yes, this would help to sense even less frustration and less disappointment. Eliminating both of these in relation to the situation is achievable by you relatively quickly. Just trust me more. It is that simple. Surrender it to me. Every time you catch yourself feeling either the slightest disappointment or frustration, surrender it to me. Surrender your disappointment. Surrender your frustration. And I wrote, I would like even more precise advice on exactly what this process of surrender could look like. Can you please give me an example of this situation? And so the answer I got was, yes, first notice more deeply and more sharply when you start to feel some disappointment and some resentment. Then surrender it to me. You can literally start thinking and start feeling my grace. Connect to the complete trust that you have in me. Remember that in those moments, it is as though you are in ceremony and that you are being channeled, and that it, by its very nature, has to be a bit harsh, uncomfortable, and challenging, or else you would not be doing the work. You would be reaping the benefit. But while you are given the opportunity to do the work, the opportunity is endlessly precious, because in those moments you are called to be a warrior. You are training and getting stronger, and you are calling in more moments of wonder and truth and magic. And for blue God's sake, wear some socks and a long sleeve shirt when you are up so late in the garden. That's a bit eerie because there's a mosquito walking across the phone, and I did decide to put long pants and long shirt finally because I had written this. I had reread this before reading it out loud now. But since when you're in the garden, I'm in my garden now. That's like so specific. When you're in the garden, how beautiful is that? Wear some socks and a long sleeve shirt when you are up so late in the garden. Can't you see that the mosquitoes are feasting on you? They do not have to. They are not deprived. You do feel they are not deprived. Do not feel bad for them. You do not need to sacrifice for them. Sacrifice yourself to me instead. Always and always more. More and more, and round, you will not come back to the same position because you're spiraling upwards, upwards, upwards and away from your fear and from your limitation. You are spiraling into infinity while on earth. I love you. Have a beautiful and restful sleep. Wow, that is beautiful. That is a validation as I'm getting bit, mostly on my feet. So next time I'm gonna wear socks as well. I'm getting good at this. I am you, you are me. 8 times. I am you, you are me. 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 I love you. I'll see you in the next video.